Good morning, sweet ones. I wasn't going to do a live today, but I made a post and a lot of people are commenting on it and asking questions, so I decided to go live. For those of you who do not resonate with me, please shut the live off and go about your own life and do whatever you're going to do. I'm no longer going to let you dictate to me nor bother me. Your opinions don't bother me. Sweet ones, I love you. I am holding space for each and every one of you. My post I just made where you are being forced by the divine will, by the grace and mercy of God, to face your own inner demons. Those inner demons you are seeing in every moment with your physical eyes through the outside world. It does not matter if it is another being, through another post that you resonate or don't resonate with. It does not matter. If it matters, if it triggers you in any way, shape, or form, sweethearts, there is an emotional, egoic attachment to it. It is most necessary. It is most necessary, sweethearts, to see the mirror and see the reflection that this physical world is showing you. Good morning, sweethearts. Good morning, Laura Lee, Lillian, Michelle, Shannon, Laura. Did I say Laura Lee? Lizette? Good morning to all of you. What I mean when I made in my post where I said you are being forced to see your demons, that you cannot transcend the 3D matrix and ignore it and go straight into 5D. It does not work. You cannot ignore what the 3D matrix, the physical world, is showing you, sweethearts. You are always experiencing your own energy. Life is an echo, and most people truly do not understand what that means. Energy you put out will always come back to you. Let me give you an example. The majority of the human population has experienced some kind of cheating, whether it is through somebody stealing from you, whether it is through somebody cheating on somebody in your relationships, whether it is you lying to somebody because you are ashamed, you are full of guilt, whatever it may be, sweethearts, it will come back to you. In the physical, whatever this physical world presents to you, it is never what it presents. There is always an unseen, an unknown, and an unheard energy just being presented in many different ways. The example I used about cheating, I used that for a purpose. Let me explain. Throughout your life, you have experienced cheating in one way or another. The unseen of that cheating, if you stop looking at people doing things to you, and you actually go within and you actually observe and you dig deeper and continuously dig deeper, you will discover that every single incident that has been presented in the physical in the form of cheating, whether somebody lied to you and cheated you out of an emotion, whether somebody physically cheated on you in a relationship, whether somebody has stolen from you, every single one of those things, if you dig deeper, can be traced back to the core issue of abandonment and trust. Abandonment and trust because you chose to incarnate into human form. And when you incarnated into human form, you veiled yourself from the love that you have known, the oneness and the unity of all that you are. And because you chose to do that and you didn't remember who and what you are, you have put energy out from that moment forward. And right now, in this lifetime, sweethearts, in every incarnation you have ever had, everything traces back to abandonment and unworthiness and distrust. And all of them are within yourself. So just because the physical shows somebody lying to you, just because the physical shows somebody cheating on you, all of it is energy, sweetheart ones. And all of it is an opportunity given you to face your own demons within. Your own abandonment. The only person you are angry at is yourself, even though you blame it on the outside world. The only person who has cheated you is yourself. The only person who has cheated on you is yourself, sweethearts. Never is it what the physical presents. There is always an unseen, unknown, and unheard energy. Those are your inner demons, and that is why it is so necessary to have mercy and to give mercy and to receive mercy. All mercy is, sweet ones, is forgiveness. You have been taught to believe that mercy is judgment. And mercy is not judgment, it is forgiveness. And as long as you continue to ignore what this 3D world shows you, you are living a lie of not being and not allowing you to step into all that you are, and the only thing you are is love. And this is what all of humanity is being shown. Their inner demons, and all the inner demons, all they are is lack of self-love. If your family is presenting something to you and you're not liking it, go within, sweethearts. You are being shown a space within yourself that you are not loving. So what do I mean when I say if you ignore the 3D world? Let me give another example. If you are ignoring this 3D world and what it is showing you in your relationships with your children, with your family, with your coworkers, with your friends, with strangers, with seemingly enemies, and just say this is 3D bullshit. I hear that all the time. This is 3D bullshit. I'm gonna live in 5D. I am not gonna deal with this. Sorry, sweethearts. You cannot even touch 5D until you deal with your issues. So as long as you ignore this 3D world, it's just going to continue to increase and increase and increase in intensity. And you're going to continue to experience it. And experience it. And experience the chaos, the deceit, the guilt, the shame, the blame. When you can step back and stop listening to all the blame and guilt of everybody and start owning and taking responsibility for what you do not like in this outside physical world, then and only then will you transcend it. Somebody asked me, what does it mean? 0 point. 0 point. Neutralize. It means bringing all of the energy that you have put out over the course of every incarnation. It is bringing it back to harmonization. It is bringing it back to love through love. and only through your love. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with your children. It has nothing to do with your coworkers. It has nothing to do with your family. It has nothing to do with any other person, any other being in this outside physical world. It has absolutely everything to do with you. So if you continue to blow up and get angry and go off on people, and you sit there and say, that's all them, I'm not going to deal with this 3D crap. Sorry, sweetheart. All you're doing is shifting from one false matrix to another. There is absolutely no room for ego, whether it's spiritual ego or human ego. There is absolutely no room and no space and no place for it in love. And it's as simple as that. As long as you keep seeing everything outside of yourself, including the Creator, including God, you will continue living in a space of ego. Does that sound harsh? Maybe to some it does. To me it doesn't. But I've transcended that side of myself. As long as you are embodied in form, and you have not transcended your matter, your form, and have returned it to the light body, you will always have inner work to do. It is an eternal cycle. Spiritual ego and human ego are definitely different. No, they're not. Sorry, Josephine, sweetheart. No, they're not. For some, maybe. But all it is you're just shifting your human ego, trying to say it's a spiritual ego. All you're doing is giving it a new label, a new definition, because ego is ego. And ego, whether it is human ego or spiritual ego, it will always put you above another. And there is not one of us that is above another. There is not one of us that is below another. We are in this as one consciousness. And when you can transcend that ego and get outside of that ego, you will find that each of you are an individual expression of one consciousness. And that is what the Creator is. That is what oneness is, and that is what being in one in unity means. That you have transcended the individual mind, the individual consciousness, and allowed yourself to rise and evolve to a consciousness of unity and oneness. So as long as you do not like, sweethearts, what you are seeing in the physical world, through your physical eyes, through your physical touch, through your physical hearing, and not seeing the mirrored reflection, then you are not allowing yourself to be all that you are, and you are not allowing yourself to step into the 5D new grid matrix of love and all that you are. So, sweet ones, to 0 point your energy, you have to accept your energy. You have to claim responsibility for everything that is occurring and presenting itself to you through the physical world. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, Alice. How are you all doing, sweethearts? I have likened this many times to you have been put in a straitjacket, and those strings have been tightened. And what I mean by that is you are being squeezed to release your ego. You are being squeezed to see the conditional love energy that you have put out to give you an opportunity to bring it back to love. There is nothing or no one outside of you, sweethearts. It is all within you. Observe. You are giving an opportunity to observe yourself through others. That is why you incarnate. To live, to die. You incarnate in every lifetime to live, to die through experiences. To allow the ego to die so you may rise. And until you can see what is being presented to you through the unseen eyes, the unseen ears, you cannot transcend and see what is being presented. It is only when you can detach the emotions, detach the shame, detach the guilt, detach the ego, and see beyond, see through, see above, see below, and see around what is being presented. It is then and only then, sweethearts, that you can change the energetic pattern. And when you can observe and you can see, those with eyes to see will see, and those with ears to hear will hear. It is then and only then that you, when you observe, can neutralize and 0 point that energy that is being presented back to you. That is what I mean by 0 point. Neutralizing and harmonizing. That is how you change your outside world, is through changing it within. By observing and identifying the energetic behavior patterns that you have repeatedly put out, thinking that the world is doing something to you, when in all actuality, it is doing something for you. It is giving you an opportunity. And that is what neutralizing and 0 pointing your energy means. Energy out is energy back. However it may present itself to you. But never is it about anyone outside of you. It is always about yourself. And it is always about self-love. It is always showing you a space within yourself that needs you to love it back to love. Bharat asks why we cry sometimes in meditation. Tears are cleansing, sweethearts. And when you cry, you are releasing pent up energy. You are allowing it to leave your vessel. You are allowing it to transcend. You are allowing it to be released. Cry, sweet ones. If you have to get mad, if you have to get angry, if you have to express your emotions, I encourage you to go out in nature. Go talk to a tree. Go scream at the sky and let it out, rather than taking it out on somebody else, rather than projecting it out to the physical world, to another being, whether it's your children, whether it's your family, whether it's your coworkers, whether it's your boss, whether it's your lover, whether it's your children. It does not matter. Allow it to be released without judging it. You are always judging yourself, and you have to allow yourself not to judge. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be so hard on yourself. And if the outside world is being hard on you, it's because you are being hard on yourself. Learn and allow yourself to love you. It is so easy to ignore the outside world rather than deal with it. But it is only through dealing with it, observing it, and neutralizing it, and harmonizing it, and transcending it, that you can change it. You can't change it through judging it, sweet ones. You can't change it through reacting to it. You can't change it by doing nothing. You can only change it through here. That's all you are, is this, is love. And when you can allow yourself to love everything, regardless of how you have defined it, regardless of how you label it or describe it, no matter how you hear it or feel it or touch it or taste it or see it through your physical senses, your physical senses will always lie to you. And what I mean by that is it's tangible. And anything tangible is not the truth of who and what you are. So allow yourselves to be free. Free of your own distortions. Free of all your energy that is not of love. Because if you're still judging something or someone or anything in this physical world, you are judging yourself. Because you are always, in every breath, in every moment, experiencing your own energy, however it may be presented, good, bad, or indifferent. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And out of the 8 billion souls on this earth right now, less than 1 billion of them will be able to do that. And only you can make the choice to be one of those less than 1 billion. No one else. So allow yourself to love you. And allow yourself to love all others, because they are giving you a gift, whether you recognize it as such or not. Sweethearts, they are giving you a gift of showing you where you need to love you a little bit more and a lot bit more. So on that note, I love you. Big, 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 big hugs and blessings. I'm holding space for you, sweethearts. It's called a journey because it is a journey. It's a journey of fear to a journey of love. And that love is here, not here. Have a magical, magical, magical day, sweethearts. I love you. Bye-bye now.